Hey, what's up, everybody? It's just Charles Subban, and welcome you guys to another episode of the Dreamers Pro Show. We cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, entertainment, and we'll give you guys a fresh perspective on things that not we see. And folks, we got some more fireworks here today. But before we get into it, please make sure you like the video and sub to the channel. Be sure to follow me on Instagram. My handle is CTABANZ. Let's get into today's topic. So today it looks like we're going to be talking about PK Subban again, right? He made headlines again. As you guys know, he really made a lot of headway with NBA fans over the last few months with his commentary on how NBA players compete, the things that are going on in the NBA. Even some NBA players have taken exception to the fact that he's called out the way that they go about doing their business as a hockey player. I thought that was a load of crap that they say, no, hockey players should talk about hockey. I'm like, man, stop that nonsense, bro. You got NFL players talking about the NBA all day long. Where's this thing of NBA players? And it's like, come on, let's stop. You know, just say that you don't want Duke to be talking about it, but to say that you should stick to your sport, man, please. I've seen NBA players and NFL players sitting on a panel talking about basketball. Let's keep it. I mean, for goodness sake, the show Speak. Who's on there? Paul Pierce and Keyshawn Johnson. Keyshawn Johnson ever played in the NBA? No, but he be talking about the NBA all the time, right? So why don't nobody say nothing about, hey, man, you go talk about football? Of course, like, let's stop. People try to play him like, let's stop. So a clip was sent to me by one of our viewers. He's like, check out this clip of PK on ESPN First Take, talking about this whole ring thing and ring culture and all that. I'm like, well, damn, I didn't see it. So he sent me the clip. I watched it, and I looked all over the internet, but I couldn't find the full video. But he did send me a clip, for a reel rather, from ESPN's Instagram account. So in this clip, PK is going off once again. And he's out there doubling down why MJ and Kobe are the GOAT and not the GOAT, the greatest, and all of this stuff about not. He ripped into LeBron's comments, man. You know, PK on his goon status, as he always is. But before we get into his comments, today's video is brought to you by our sponsor, Prize Picks. Prize Picks is America's #1 daily fantasy sports with over 10 million members. Prize Picks makes it easy to get real money action on the sports and players you love. You pick more or less on at least 2 for a shot to win up to 100 times your cash. For example, this week on Prize Picks, I'm looking at the upcoming NBA schedule and selecting Stephen Curry for more than 29 points and Kevin Durant for more than 27 points and Anthony Davis for more than 12 rebounds and Luka Doncic for more than 8 assists. If you're like me and you like to play it safe, you'll love Prize Picks' new feature, Flex Plays. It's the safest way to play. You can still cash out even if your lineup isn't perfect. Plus, you can double your money even if one of your picks doesn't hit. On top of this, Prize Picks puts their members first, so all withdrawals are fast, safe, and secure. When my picks hit, I can get my money as quick as in 15 minutes. So download the Prize Picks app today and use code CLNS to get $50 instantly when you play $5. That's code CLNS on Prize Picks to get $50 instantly when you play $5. You don't even need to win to receive the $50 bonus. It's guaranteed. And remember, whenever you support this sponsor, you're supporting this channel. Thank you. So what we want to do is we're going to play what PK had to say here, and then we're going to come back and react to his comments. Take a listen to him here.
This is very easy for me, and this is why I don't put him ahead of Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant for me. It's the approach to the game. And to me, in some ways, it can be insulting to look at it as chips don't matter, or why is it that other athletes aren't seen as other athletes? But the whole point of pro sports and team sports is to win. And is to win a championship. And that's your dream when it starts out, is to win. We don't want to change that. Like, there's no changing that. So when people talk about Kobe being here, and if he was here, he would say this, because the epitome of winning a championship is going through the grind. People want to see the grind. People want to see the struggle. And for LeBron, you know, I'll always be a fan of his because he's an amazing athlete, an amazing basketball player, and he's going to go down as one of the greats. But to be an all-time great, to be the greatest, there's a certain way. How you win matters to me. Michael Jordan paying his dues, putting his time, not going somewhere else trying to win matters to me. Kobe Bryant doing the same. Larry Bird doing the same. Magic doing the same. Because I'm sorry, what we see in today's sports, our kids, as soon as there's a struggle, as soon as they don't get that success right away, they want to jump and go. I'm calling my agent. I need to go here. I need to go there. If you're the face of an organization, that team invested in you. At 18, they could have drafted anybody on the planet. They're investing in you to help them bring a championship to the city. right? It's bigger than just you. It's bigger than that. And
Look, folks, I said this yesterday on one of the shows that we did. PK is not hating. Okay, he's not hating. The fact of the matter is this, and I said it yesterday when we were reacting to that Brian Windhorst video. There are a lot of people that are fans of Kobe and MJ that have a totally different outlook on basketball and sports as a whole. And whenever we hear this type of commentary, we're obviously going to have a visceral reaction. We're always going to be diametrically opposed to these kind of views. So when you hear PK go out there and say what he said in the way that he said it, is because he represents a different mindset. And I think the problem is, if you don't adopt some of the things that, like, for instance, LeBron said, all of a sudden you're a hater. When in reality, I'm not hating, I'm disagreeing. Because you're telling me that you should be able to espouse this view, and if I don't agree with it, I'm hating on you? What kind of thing is that? No. A lot of us don't agree with it. We simply don't. I done seen and heard too many Kobe Bryant interviews where he spoke about his drive to win championships. I was just watching a clip today from Michael Jordan talking about he understood that the only way people would be able to take him seriously in the GOAT conversation, not the GOAT, to be recognized by his peers like Bird, Magic, and others, Kareem and others, was that he had to win. Winning was his central focus. Winning. This insatiable appetite for winning. Same thing with Kobe Bryant, driven to win. You've seen Kobe cry at the end of playoff games, cry at the end of series. That's how much it meant to him to win. So to hear now that, oh, why do we place so much of an emphasis? I'm like, yo, bro, what are we talking about? And then to try to escape through and get away with it by saying, oh no, the reason we do that is because we're trying to diminish all these other players, when in reality, that's not what we're doing. Because we don't diminish those other guys, but we understand that there is a difference. There are levels. Because winning championships is literally the hardest thing to do in basketball. Literally. Kobe played 20 years. He did it 5 times. That means 15 other times he didn't do it. Jordan plays 15 years. He only did it 6 times. LeBron has been playing, 22 years? He did it 4 times. That should tell you something. So we're going to say that those people that went to the mountaintop and were able to stick the flag in the ground and say, I did it, that don't matter no more? What are we even talking about? And to me, again, I've said it in many shows, and I'm going to say it once more. This is attacking the essence of sports, which is competition. The goal is to win. And do you know who knows that? LeBron James knows that. LeBron James knows the importance of winning. So to have a player of his stature come out here and say these type of things is crazy. But I think that people like PK are necessary on networks like ESPN because they give you another point of view. That is why they are necessary. You need to hear different point of view. It just can't be your point of view and what you guys think and then turn sports media into one big echo chamber. It cannot be like that. Think about how many people get hyped up when PK goes out there and says, because he represents a lot of people. So you don't want any of those fans to be served. You just want one fan base to be served all day. Look, come on, that's ridiculous. That's not even sports conversation. It's not even a conversation. The conversation is when two people exchanging ideas. This ain't no conversation. This is just, we're going to say this and you agree. And if you don't agree, you're going to be labeled as a hater. Come on, man. Come on. Too much. Like, enough is enough with it. You know, enough is enough with it. And look, I 100% support his comments, and I think he was right on the money. It was crazy talk, cuckoo talk. These are my thoughts. What I want to know from you guys, what do you think? What do you think about what PK had to say? Do you think it was inbounds, out of bounds? Whatever you guys think, please leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section, and we'll catch you guys on the next show. Peace.